Gemini needs to take on the conflict and not have it. So if you're going to take on the conflict and not have it, why would you need to take on a conflict and not have it? Well, it's more than just why would you need to take it on and not have it, but why would you take it on and then not have it? Well, it's exclusively important that Gemini know that if you don't take the conflict on, you can't have it, or more importantly, you can't not have it. And you need to take it on so you can not have it rather than just not have it so you can't take it on. So understand how I'll tell you what I mean by that in layman's terms. The three is Gemini. It's a three. And Gemini's a three. Gemini could be three ones, and it's called a triple threat. A triple threat doesn't have plural, which means it doesn't have her. It just is a him, even if it's just a her. It would be masculine only, and it doesn't have the two, so it's a three as three ones, and that's why they call it a triple threat. If it's a two and a one, it could be the one first or the two first. So the way that Gemini is as a three, and we'll have the two first, which means it's the plural first and then the singular after, or the one first, it'll be the singular first and the plural after. And if it's the one first, a lot of times Gemini will just say, if I'm already singular, I don't prefer to be plural, and that's why they won't take the conflict on and not have it. They just get rid of the two and then become a triple threat. So by trying to get rid of something you think you don't need anyways is the problem, and then taking what you think you don't need and then keeping it is the point. So you don't want to have a loss of a two, whether you're man or woman. You want to have a one and a two and be a three as a one and two. If you're the one first, you'll tend to want to not have the two. If you're the two first, you may not want to have the one. And now we're going to be looking at the real truth behind it. Is the one is in conflict with the two. The two is in conflict with the one. The one is the divine masculine. The two is the divine feminine. And Gemini is a three, which is divine masculine and divine feminine, and can get rid of either one and become either one. So a Gemini that's a three and gets rid of either the feminine or the masculine will become no longer Gemini, but they will become the one or two. So if a three is made of one and two, which equals three, if it gets rid of one or two, it'll become one or two. Whatever the one it got rid of, it won't be, but whatever the one that remains, it will be. So Gemini will actually sense the conflict of the one and two, and Gemini will also not want to have to feel the conflict or even be empathetic towards it. So when the one's battling with two, the three will get rid of one or two, whichever one they think should win the battle. And then Gemini is just losing their ability to be special. They're losing their Gemini. They're just going to become one or two when they get rid of one or two. So you want to keep one and two as a Gemini, and then you want to not let it go, but then be a three and then not have the conflict on purpose. And so you can influence the one and two to not have the conflict by keeping both of them. You also show them that they shouldn't not have each other. So Gemini that is just getting rid of one or two because they're fighting anyways is only condoning their battles. It's only reinforcing to them that, well, Gemini got rid of the one, so yeah, it's the one's fault. Or if Gemini gets rid of the two, well, then Gemini got rid of the two, so it must be the two's fault. So the one and two will justify whatever Gemini's doing is what we're gonna, if whatever Gemini does gets rid of the one or two, will tell us which one's really wrong. So because you actually got rid of one or two, it'll be that they will justify that you did it, so they'll blame each other now for whoever's wrong, whichever one you got rid of. And by keeping the one and two, you're going to show the one and two that you're a three and you're more advanced than them, you're better than them, you're more superior to them, and ultimately you have to, because you want to also show both of them that you have both of them, and therefore you're a three and are more and superior to them, which you are. And they will not be able to justify against the other one, because Gemini keeping both of them, they're going to see that and say, well, so what is the end result? We have to work it out. Gemini worked it out. Gemini can have both. Yeah, so Gemini, don't let conflict lead you to get rid of divine masculine or feminine. make sure that when you feel like you want to get rid of one or the other because of the conflict, that you do not get rid of either one, but yet you stand above it, as I'll have both, and I will teach both of them that they need to have each other just like I have both of them, and not have a conflict, which means you won't participate in it. You'll only observe it and maybe ignore it in some sense while you're still having it, and it will feel pressured by you to resolve itself, because you are ultimately going to teach it what it can justify it can become.